How's it going, gears? Today we are continuing down this road to Seriously 5.0, taking on one of the final Horde maps needed to beat all 37 on Master difficulty. Visiting an ancestral site for this last video, as we finally take on Pahanu, released all the way back in Operation 3, with the following Hive Busters DLC taking a lot of inspiration from this map set on one of the Galangi Islands. Pahanu is an expansive, symmetrical map with loads of open spaces and long sightlines, but I will cover this and other Horde specific details like energy taps. The mutators and skill cards I used when facing this one will also be covered after that, and the entire match will play later on, but I'll put chapters in the video if you do want to skip ahead. Starting like we usually do with the map breakdown by ripping Pahanu's overhead map straight out of Gears 5, which looks like this. As you can see, Pahanu is a huge map, but you are going to want to make your way over to the volcano area, specifically this spot, to pick up your fabricator and kick off your match. Once you set this down, energy taps will begin to show up. I will highlight each possible spawning location, and as you can see, there are 8 possible locations spread across the northern and southern parts of the map only. The last notable point I want to highlight are these 3 ammo boxes that spawn on the map at the start of every round and every 90 seconds after that. That's all the basic elements of Pahanu now covered, so I now have a few suggestions for setting down your fabricator. Each recommendation will have its positives and negatives, and I will rate each in terms of its difficulty. Let's start this section off with the volcano area. With your fabricator sat waiting in this area, you don't have far to drag it. Your team will be split across both sides, fighting in 2 different directions, and your choices for cover here are quite limited. You do have 3 energy taps within your base, so keeping these alive will give you a much needed health boost, and the energy to push fortifications out much further. Give your engineer as much energy as you can spare, and you may even want to consider a second class that can fix fortifications, as you are probably going to need a lot of them. Long range classes are needed here since you will be able to see most of the map, and you want to thin out the Horde before they start piling on top of you. This is usually the default choice for most teams on Pahanu, and I would rate it at 4 out of 5 for its level of difficulty. Travelling all the way over to the gate area, just here, for my next recommendation. On this southern section of the map, you once again have a huge oversight, though with limited cover. Long range classes are once again needed here, and as much energy as you can spare. Defend your 3 nearby energy taps as much as you can, and help your engineer moving all their fortifications out to where they need to go. A second class to mass repair like the combat medic is also a welcome addition for this tactic, just like the volcano area. Thin the Horde out as much as possible, and you have an equal chance at this spot at 4 out of 5. The final spot I want to highlight are both the corpse and bridge spawning areas. Backing up all the way onto the edges of the map, your team will be able to fight on a singular front, though long range classes are going to excel here once again. Pahanu is a huge open map, so building fortifications up to the area I have highlighted will be very expensive, but gives more space for your team to work. Should a boss get inside your base, you do have an open area near the back that is capable of manoeuvring them around without breaking everything inside. Energy taps are basically a no-go here, unless you can get lucky and defend the 2 that spawn close by. Energy will be tight because of this, so a jack using a forge can get around this problem. I find this spot slightly easier, though not by much, with its difficulty rating of 3 out of 5. With the base suggestions out of the way, I want to go over mutators that my team had to contend with when taking on this map. To make you guys aware, our engineer set my team up in the volcano area, but our set of mutators weren't ideal for Pahanu or this spot. Poison flushers. Flusher enemies will leave a puddle of poison behind once killed. These enemies include juvies, trackers, rejects and poppers, and the poison damage is deadly, especially to fortifications. Kill enemies further away to minimise the effect this will have on your team. More melee damage. All melee damage dealt by enemies is increased. Easy to avoid, just make sure you keep your distance and prioritise enemies whose main form of attack is melee. More health. Increased health pools for all enemies. This gives an additional 50% health, added on after difficulty modifiers, and simply makes all enemies slightly harder to take down. Close range gambit. Deal increased damage when close to enemies, less damage when further away. This is the alternate version of long range gambit, which doesn't completely lock out long range classes, but does make shorter ranged ones more desirable. More lethal. All enemies will deal increased damage with all sources. This does stack with the previous more melee damage mutator, but this is also active in most games of Horde, even lower difficulty ones. Take a tankier class and keep your distance if you are struggling with this one. Poison drones. Drone type enemies will also leave poison puddles on death. Similar to poison flushes, and similar tactics apply to this mutator. Kill enemies further away and stay out of the puddles. Survivor. Failing a wave will kick you and your team back to the lobby. This doesn't mutate anything while in game, but make sure you are taking a strong class, playing around your mutators, and communicating as much as you can with your team. Considering the map is so open, and we have the close range gambit mutator, melee classes would be favourable, but difficult to play. Regardless, I decided to attempt this map as the Brawler, using a melee focused build. Here are the skill cards I took with me. Perk Up. Increases the total health and health regeneration of the Brawler. One of the best survivability cards we have, letting you take much more damage and recovering faster. Inner Fire. While your ultimate ability is not on cooldown and not being used, you gain damage resistance. This extra tankiness is alright on its own, but mixing it with other skill cards makes you quite difficult to take down. Torch Tackle. Shoulder charging any enemy will guarantee to set them on fire. Enemies already on fire will take increased damage from your shoulder charge whilst this skill card is equipped. Most enemies will be taken down with just 2 shoulder charges from this card, but I would avoid taking on bosses with this tactic. Pyromaniac. All burn damage is increased. Burning damage is doubled at max rank with this skill card, so if you charge an enemy and they survive with a sliver of health, just move on and let the burning damage finish them off. Damage Dash. While roadie running, gain even more damage resistance. The third survivability card I'm taking for this run, which has given me a whopping 55% damage resistance with a bigger health pool and stim generation. This melee build won't always be suitable and is definitely risky taking into such an open map like Pahanu. Smaller maps like Exhibit will be much more suited for this build, but let's see how we get on with this run on Pahanu. I hope you enjoy.
Hey there. Swap weapon?
Hello. Good to go.
Hi, Dad. Hey, let's swap.
I'm getting rusty. There you go. I'm on a roll here. Throwing smoke.
Time to fortify our position. I got this.
Securing the tap. Help me secure that tap.
Here, take this.
Fabricator deployed. Barrier upgrades. We've got enemy reinforcements.
Right, how's it going, guys? We are on Pahanu today, taking on yet another map for the Road to Safety 5.0 series.
Another dead bomb.
We are doing this one as the Brawler, obviously. And this is probably the stupidest decision I ever made to do a video, because we are doing this on the largest map in Gears 5 as a close range build. That's simply because of the mutators that we have. We do have the close range gambit skill card. Mutator on. Obviously, I'll cover the mutators and skill cards and stuff at the beginning, like I normally do.
Got one.
But it's also slightly because of that, the poison. Ooh!
Light 'em up!
It's also slightly because of the poison puddles as well that I wanted to do this build.
You're gonna want to get that looked at.
Ah, come here. Sorry, that was very sinister.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
That's wave 1 done. I think we've got a good setup going. I think I'm going to be close range on this side. The infiltrate will be close range on the other side.
Got him.
Actually kind of makes that a little bit easier. But we do have a mechanic, a veteran, and Jack with us as well.
I'm on a roll here.
Got it.
What's the chances of that? Exactly 60,000 damage.
Grabbing the energy.
They'll be back.
Yes,
Let's
indeed.
get ready.
So for this particular build, I'm going to go with health, and then deposit the rest. Just because I don't need ultimate cooldown, I'm not going to be using my ultimate. We're not going to be using any ammo. Obviously, we're doing a melee build. Damage, if the mechanic has enough energy in his fabricator, we might then start putting some points into damage.
We got enemy reinforcements! Tracker marked! Shepard spotted!
Target is down.
Reject!
All these shot trackers. Why am I getting them?
Barrier upgraded.
I want to just shoulder charge things.
Come get me.
By the way, for those of you that will be watching this video when I put it live, when I upload it later on to YouTube, which is the plan. I am actually recording this live on Twitch as we do this, so
One dead DB.
take this guy out.
In your ugly mouth.
So I think I've got my stream. It's all good to go. It's, you know, it works. Oh, I'm past that.
Barrier repaired.
I just need to get my schedule sorted, and then hopefully I can actually start doing, covering some of these maps with you. Oh wait,
Come back.
with some of you guys. I know that this guy was after a.
If I could.
He's got an overkill.
Sentry repaired. Energy cap repaired.
One left! Nice!
Come on, stay in play.
Hey,
Grenade set!
barrier upgraded. Barrier deployed.
Right, it seems that we're doing all right. Because of the poison flushes, by the way, poison flushes and poison drones, combat medic is
Deployed.
probably one of the best kind of classes that you can take into something like this.
Don't have time to sing you a lullaby.
Energy collected. Energy cap upgraded.
Keep up the good work, soldier.
I'm fine with this.
Got it.
Don't know what he's moaning about. A massive amount of sentries is a bit confusing, but oh well. We'll get it done. We don't need a base, because two of us are running around wildly. And then you've got Jack, who's just invisible. This is basically just to protect the veteran.
We've got company. Come get me.
Gotcha.
The support has arrived.
Sentry repaired.
Too ugly to live.
Sentry reloaded.
Sniper!
A lot of this video is basically just going to be me sprinting around and shoulder charging enemies, by the way. So, you know, don't expect any
Shepard
fancy
destroyed.
footwork or anything like that. Ooh.
All right, stay in touch.
And this is actually my second attempt at recording this.
That's it.
Like I mentioned, I'm doing this on Twitch, and the first time I actually forgot to hit the record button, like a genius.
Barrier updated.
Ooh, who's down?
Gotta hurt.
Jack, let's go see if we can get him.
DR1 down.
Run. Ah.
Sentry repaired.
Ready to go. Don't even think about it.
Let's keep sprinting.
Ready to go.
Another reject down.
Let's rock and roll.
Barrier destroyed.
Tried to chainsaw me then.
Nailed him. Good to go. That'll work.
Right, up to our first boss wave. Let's see what we get.
Energy tap is full.
Mine. Energy tap upgraded.
If we can, we need to get flashbangs at some point. That's the only real grenade that's actually useful for
Oh,
a close range class. Let's go with some more health again, and then donate the rest. Just trying to get as tanky as possible, as quickly as possible.
Time's up. They're coming.
Oh, Warden, perfect for me.
Got another.
I got a tracker. Come get me.
Ooh, run away.
And don't come back. Keep on coming. Tracker destroyed.
Any last work?
One in mark.
Right, I only use that because I panicked.
Sentry is up. Sentry repaired.
Bye, asshole.
Come on.
Good to go. The support has arrived.
Shepard destroyed.
One dead track.
I genuinely thought I was going to die there.
Drop one.
Sentry is up.
Oh man, I'm feeling good about this.
Scratch one sniper.
Even the veterans getting in close.
I saw that. Good shot.
Oh, the taps were fine. Ooh, I never even checked.
I've got the energy. Energy tap upgraded.
Okay, let's rebuild and get ready for more.
Right, enemies now do double damage, have twice as much health, and in fact no, they don't have twice as much health. Just because of the weird way mutators, poisons, and stuff like that. You have almost twice as much health, but they're going to be harder to take down. I'm going to have to start playing a lot more careful. Or just run in and wing it. Probably going to do the second one.
Time's up. Enemy reinforcements.
We've almost maxed out my health perk. Ooh. Oh, there we go.
Next time, are you gonna go back to kindergarten where you belong? You hear me? Nice.
Crack one sniper.
Sentry is up.
Off with your head. Eat it.
Barrier repaired.
Back in your hole, butthead.
I don't think so. Good work. They're damaging the tap.
Really trying to concentrate then. That was...
Sentry reloaded.
Oh, let's get this sniper.
Sentry repaired.
Those poison puddles are gonna hurt now. Really badly.
Could use some help.
Guess what happens next?
Barrier repaired. Sentry reloaded. Drone's dead.
Oh, that's
I've not got
what I'm talking about.
any stim whatsoever. That's fine.
No stopping me now.
Collecting energy. Energy tap upgraded.
All clear. Let's get set up for the next one.
Let's go with
Barrier
health.
repaired.
Oh,
All health. And then we'll donate the rest. The
I got this.
mechanic seems to be struggling for energy this time around, so I'm gonna forego any kind of damage boost on the damage perk. For now, anyway.
Sentry
By the way,
upgraded.
character selection, you have to do this build as Sexy Sweaty Hoffman. Can't do it as anything else.
Upgraded.
Oh, that's a boom shot sign. Don't want to be screwing with that.
That's one.
That Cyrus got a hostage.
Oh, no one's gonna get over there quick enough.
are you kidding me?
Drop one.
Oh, Jack just took it over. Fine with that.
Still got it. Barrier repaired.
Right, let's run over to...
Hopper spotted! Light him up!
That was a little too close.
Get up! Let's go!
Sentry repaired. Sentry reloaded.
But try and get this guy up.
Dare you!
Keep 'em coming. Sentry repaired.
Thanks.
Only 2 left.
Hunky!
I feel like this run's going... I'm not going to say it, no. I'm not going to say it.
Now.
Don't mind if I
Because I'll say it and then something stupid will happen.
Yes, indeed.
Some energy all the way over there.
Damn it!
Let's hand in my 8,000.
Sentry upgraded.
We've got company. Here you go.
Come get me.
Sentry upgraded.
What keeps happening with them? I'm knocking them out of cover and then they keep like rubber banding back.
Bad guy!
Area upgraded.
Keep on coming.
Knew that was gonna happen.
Horde has arrived!
That's how it's done. Reboot check.
I got you, Jack.
Any last one?
Sentry reloaded.
I'm hit.
No!
Bring it.
Sentry is up.
That was unfortunate. My ultimate just ran out as I killed him.
You crawl about as well as you fight!
But, you know, they're gonna get me up this wave, so I don't really call that a fail.
Damn it, I'm down.
Just a slight inconvenience.
Sentry is empty!
Only one more.
Whoa!
Energy tap is full.
They're damaging the tap.
Yeah, definitely not gonna restart the run just because that death that lasted about 12 seconds.
Energy tap upgraded.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Sentry repaired.
I don't know what people's big gripe with sentries is. Like, level 1 sentries, fair enough.
Time's up. Here they come.
Ah, Swarm Act. That's probably one of the burst. Burst? The worst bosses we could get.
Come get me.
Locked and loaded.
Medic!
Stay alert! Stay alive! Get up! I dare you!
Oh man, I'm feeling good about this.
Done.
Whoa!
It's where you stay!
Ready to go.
It's spinning.
Another dead grub.
Getting the tap! It's gonna spin!
Whoa, I didn't realise he was there.
Swarm mark.
Nice.
Oh, you're mine.
Again!
Rubber banding! What's going on?
Wait, grab it here.
Frag.
Don't even think about it. Ready to go. Energy tap. Don't give up yet.
Come get me.
Right, let's not get that close to him.
Done.
144 damage. 25.
Come get me.
This is about your 10-meter mark.
Done.
So it's generous, but for certain bosses, you're going to be stuck underneath them.
Don't mind if I do. Energy tap upgraded.
They'll be back. Let's get ready.
Help me secure the tap.
Ready to go.
Oh, beautiful.
Sentry reloaded. Sentry deployed.
Right. We're now on the last 4 waves of this
We've got company.
insane monstrosity of a
Sentry
an
repaired.
attempt.
Guess what?
Incoming frag!
I am
Sentry
glad he didn't
reloaded.
try to stick me.
Barrier beautifully deployed.
Bitch, stand up straight.
Wasn't what I wanted, but still worked.
Hell yes!
Good to go.
There we go, that's stem.
Sentry is up.
Ammo secured.
Ooh, that's going to make it a bit challenging.
Load and lock.
Get you
On the
up.
rock.
Ooh,
Yes, indeed.
Energy tap is full.
Jack pulling out the 3 million damage in one wave.
I've got the energy.
We've got 30 seconds till
I can't believe they've never fixed that visual bug.
Upgraded. They're damaging the tap.
Right, how are we getting on?
Repair
Base is
barrier.
fine. We've got 1, 2,
Thank you very much.
3. It's the 4th tap. Oh, it's been collected already.
Good to go.
Like I said, if we've got enough energy, I might put a few points into
Sentry
damage.
repaired.
But for now, let's see how we go.
Sweet. Time's up. Enemy reinforcements.
Hell yeah!
Sentry is up.
That vulture scion is just gonna absolutely destroy me if I get close.
I dare you. Come get me.
The support has arrived.
Bye, asshole.
Might as well let them thin each other out a little bit.
Bastion marked. Sentry is empty.
Sentry destroyed.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I'm bleeding out.
Could use some help.
Nailed it.
I'm down.
That was unfortunate.
Revive me.
Where the hell are you guys? Hello? I'm not down! Somebody help!
We got a scion! Got one.
Oh, past it. Don't have a clue what happened there though.
Tap him!
Ready to go!
That damn Bastion, literally saving that multi-sign on a sliver of health.
Nice. Give me that. Good to go.
What an absolute Genius AI that Bastion was. Right. Let's throw these because we don't need them. We're technically deathless still.
Time's up. Here they come.
So I'm counting that. I don't have my ultimate, so I am squishier. Oh my god, another one.
Target my mark. Sentry destroyed.
Are you taking the piss?
Little help here.
Those scions, you just have so much health.
Bastion.
Do not cross me!
Why did he not grab my tags? Can he not?
Sentry repair. Bad guy.
Have I glitched out?
Barrier repaired.
I'm having no luck with this. I know we can.
Come get me! Thanks.
Again, just slightly unlucky in the fact that that boom shot Scion had the sliver of health and he survived.
4 left. Sentry is up.
I'm getting something this wave.
Sentry upgraded.
Are you kidding me?
There we go, I contributed.
I've got the energy. Energy tap upgraded.
We're not deathless. We were pretty much. Ah, right, I had to say something, didn't I? Right. Right. We can now rock up a little bit of damage. I think we need it as well. The engineer has got about 30,000 energy now sat there.
Energy tap upgrade.
So we've got 20% extra damage.
Barrier
Let's
deployed.
also grab some flashbangs. Flashbangs. Throw that in there. And
Company.
Sentinel I can't do anything against. Snatcher on the other hand can help with a little bit.
Kill. Sentry destroyed!
What's in order here? Sentry destroyed. What are you trying to do to me? Get
Ready to
me
go!
killed. Now the fun begins.
Support has arrived.
Most of this wave has disappeared, and if I'm brutally honest, I don't know how.
Come get me! Done! Yes, indeed!
I am no good against the Sentinel, I can't shoulder charge that. But let's go get this last enemy and finally call this map quits.
That's it.
Oh, we did it. Oh, that's another one out the way. Thank you for watching until the very end of this video. With each outro on these videos, we have been ticking our completed maps off this handy visual aid. Pahanu's completion takes us to 36 out of 37, leaving just one video left on this part of the series, and that will be taking place on Regency. I have recently started covering the escape maps. I'll try to remember to leave a link to this in the cards in the top right part of the video. That's it for this one though. As always, gears, take it easy and I will catch you in the next one.